logs unsnap. I go in and do war room stuff before I broadcast, but I know that when I go in the war room, it's gonna start a cutscene. Because I didn't do the, like, are you supposed to go talk to them? Finish the mission, I didn't do that yet, so. No, just going to immediately go into that.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After Adamant, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds and sent them marching south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thedas long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You're intruding.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Maybe you could just give me, like, a hint? Like a précis first?
This is an illuvian, an elven artifact from a time
Have it in
long
your room
before
here?
their empire was lost to human greed.
Get
I
that
restored
here.
this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
You can restore an artifact like this.
There was a price, but one I gladly paid. I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds. Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Are you expecting me just to follow you? Oh, okay, I'm following you in there. Right then.
Alright.
So I guess I'm doing that now.
That's a thing.
Following Morgan into her shiny mirror thing.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Is this place dangerous? It feels...
Unnatural, yes.
Shimmery?
We are, however, in no immediate peril. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me, but only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
What you're saying is he shouldn't have this thing.
Oh.
Not let Corypheus have the Stargate. It's more like a nether portal.
Mm-hmm. Except it leads to a pleasant place.
Well, it leads not to a fiery, hellish place like the nether, but it...
By comparison, it's pleasant.
I guess by comparison. It was still rather eerie.
Yeah. I did. Like, wait.
I imagine your forces will be heading into the Arbor Wilds very soon, Inquisitor. Trust me when I
That's
say,
what I tell him to.
wherever the Illuvian is hidden, it is worth any effort to prevent Corypheus from acquiring it.
You seem to know a great deal about elven lore.
The Dalish are not the only ones interested in the distant past, Inquisitor. Indeed, my skills allow me access to places the Dalish dare not even dream of. The ancient elves hold secrets they have not yet given up. Secrets about the foundation of Thedas itself. Thus, they are my focus. Corypheus clearly feels the same.
You're saying you are the same as...
I'll leave you to the garden.
As you like.
Garden where you can only get, like...
Inquisitor.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Bianca?
Yes.
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has bigger things to think about.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the Free Marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Oh shit. inventory. This is where if you were on, he would say I need to craft some stuff.
You need to craft some
But
stuff.
I don't need to craft some stuff. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Like as well as. Is he already left?
Try to go to a mission and see if he's selectable. Because he might have.
A little bit. I know I'm not in a position where I can easily do that.
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Liliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
This amulet. What do I have? What? No, do I have one? Oh, dexterity. Yeah, dexterity is probably kind of
The only I've ever played that has used dexterity in a way that matters is Dark Souls.
Yeah?
Because if you don't have the right dexterity, you're shit with a bow and arrow.
Mm. Oh, that's what I would think it would control. But I haven't been able to tell, like, much difference. The dexterity.
Were you there? Did you see what they did?
So many people.
Is there anything you need?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
A pleasure.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
This is a duel in that moment.
Worst Hill missions is that amulet.
What happened in Adamant is a shame.
I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Yep. You on the Find Blackwall mission. That was the first mention that he was gone, so I haven't started it.
There'll probably be a... That doesn't force you to do it.
work?
Main mission, I guess. Is he missing now? Yes, he's missing now. Oh. Well then. I want to contact the hero. I will start that after I stop.
You've done the amulet thing?
At your service.
Many of them. None of your tactics are too underhanded.
Inquisitor.
I feel like I should do this.
Okay.
What do you think?
We agree.
I wonder if I could beat that dragon again.
Oh, you probably could.
Well, I guess, considering yeah. I can probably beat all of them now. I would like to clean up this hinterlands place. So he is gone. I don't remember his tarot card looking like that before.
Nope. It changed.
Did that one change too?
Yep. And so did that one.
Oh, it did?
Yep. Doing this Carta thing will change again.
I'm not good at remembering what everyone looked like before.
Vivienne's changed.
Oh, that's different.
After you did her Part of the Dragon, and Cole's hasn't changed yet.
And hers hasn't changed yet, I don't think, has it?
I never forgot how to get hers to change.
Really?
No.
Did you become friends with her?
Depending on stance, what made them change. Like, not wasn't related.
You mean from one map, from the Ferelden to the Orlais map, Ricky? Yeah. You should just be able to go back and forth. Oh no, wait, just because I used those amulets. He's saying that there's multiple states for each card, not just friendship indicators.
Yeah.
It says Varric's changes based on your choice of who stays in the Fade. I'm guessing he probably doesn't like it if you let Fox stay behind.
Okay.
Pick.
Yourself?
Yeah.
What have you been doing so far? Subterfuge? Or...
I've almost maxed out archery. And then I've been doing it and subterfuge for the other ones. But I'm not like totally on board. Like, they all sound okay, but there's nothing jumping out at me. It's like, oh, I have to have that. Like, that one sounds good, but I'm not too fussed on this one that you have to get first.
Are there any that you didn't do like, the extension to them?
Not many.
Those extensions have been useful.
I haven't really used them that much itself. I have all those. Subterfuge? I don't have respect for subterfuge at all.
Well,
I guess that one's not bad.
The poison's pretty cool.
Yeah, that could work. And that fits with what the way I already play. We'll do that. Sarah? No. Dorian has a point. Your boat is 50%. Or even the only other ones. Varric with me for this thing and
I've news, sir.
part of thing or just oh really?
Yeah.
Leave all of them.
Party like a rogue party, because a rogue party.
Kind of a dumb party then. Me or to me? All those? Oh, those three and those?
Yep.
Like, no.
No. Fruit party. Fruit party's like an elf fruit party.
It's not good the first time either.
Yeah, party's like an elf fruit party because there's just too many elf fruit.
Whoa! A little far, guys. A little far. Okay. And Ma. Oh, my drink is gone. Boo. Yeah, I saw those stats, Ricky. I enjoyed looking at all those. You're definitely way ahead of all the rest of us. He's acquired 6.4 million gold and had the biggest hit of 28,500. Yeah, the only problem with those stats for us, Ricky, is that it counts based on who's logged into the system. So our number of hours are wrong for both of us because it counts even if we're logged in but not playing. We've got that fixed now. We set it so it doesn't log us in automatically, but yeah, most of our games up to now are all wrong. Shouldn't affect the other stats though. Should still be good. I have to pick my people again.
It forces you to pick Varric.
Oh, so I have to have Varric.
Yeah.
Oh. I already had Varric, so good game.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Is this the thing that she just said? There's an earlier thing in this.
Oh, that may have been something
I wonder
else.
if I can do them both.
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Roads entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the Deep Roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
We'd better get to work.
Sounds good to me.
Must be an old dwarven outpost.
What was it for?
Trade, maybe? Your guess is as good as mine.
So seek out and eliminate the Carta leader in Valmar. So this is the one that she's dealing with.
Oh, okay, so the Carta leader is one thing.
Yeah, they're...
Yep.
A little bit OP for this.
This is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves.
Oh. There was something in that wall. There was a icon that popped up through the wall.
On the lower levels.
Darkspawn. These won't be the last.
We may be too close to the source. It was for these to count as deep roads. But have I mentioned I hate the deep roads?
Eric hates the deep roads. Well, gears I have to find for them.
You had me worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Sound Ricky is because I'm not actually using a mic, I'm using a...
We need to seal that tunnel.
So... you can always pick up well.
One down.
Oh, that's Eric. I thought that was a darkspawn behind me. And we still need to replace our Fox headset.
That holds the darkspawn back.
Now, I think the Kinect sound, like, Kinect doesn't pick up the sound from the game for feedback reasons. So sometimes if you're not speaking well, like it has trouble disconnecting, distinguishing your voice from the game. So sometimes.
How is what's his name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine. I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Admit it, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was. After you.
This dude. They're not done finding the carded dude yet. I was saying though, our leader. Oh, are we done already? Oh, no, we're not. Like that in my pants. Problem.
Let's see what was worth hiding here. They've been watching our movements.
Got those electricity things to it.
You know, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
Wow, does High ever leave? Breathing. Sorry, if we continue to talk, I cannot see you because Twitch is... As Twitch does.
Orlais, do you think?
As long as this weird shit is going on, at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do. You know your family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not gonna kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
Down here. Goods key.
There you are. Won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
You want to say something, Varric?
Andraste's ass, Bianca. You're the leak?
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to help your brother, don't you? I just wanted to figure it out.
Did you figure it out?
Actually, yes. I found out that red lyrium... It has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this woman, Jonica. She seemed really eager to help with my research. So I gave her a key.
Janica? The warden who was trying to control Corypheus? Maker's breath. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
She was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. She was more than a little obsessed with him.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I am so scared right now. I can't actually initiate a conversation right here.
Right. Erda and...
Yeah. Because it's a stupid dungeon.
So you have to make it.
We need to seal that tunnel.
What now? That tunnel I already sealed. Up, Inquisitor. Dungeon things are irritating. Like, it's like, why can... I don't know. It's like, everywhere in the world you can fast travel unless you're in one of the dungeons, so it's like, why is it different?
Yeah, why is it different? And if there's not going to be a challenge to get, like, something fun to get back out, why? Why do you need that?
Yeah, like, I get it if every area that you go in is a dungeon, and they've just made that decision, but that's not the case. It's like, some of them are pitched as dungeons, and some of them are pitched just as areas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's confusing, because you never know, like... I mean, I guess you know if it requires a, a load screen to get in it, but... For the most part, it doesn't seem to be. I don't know, you think I should try to take on that dragon while I'm here? It's already 10:30. Yeah, I think I'll do that first. I'm already starting it. Yeah, Ricky says each dungeon should have an exit near the last objective. That would work too. Just so you didn't have to go all the way back to the beginning when there's nothing there.
Like maybe one of those Illuvians? Like, make those things matter more?
Well, Skyrim always had that, if you remember. Like, every time you went through a dungeon area and killed the boss at the end, like, there was always some door that opened at the back that you could go through, and there was usually, like, a big loot chest, and then you could go out the back way.
Yeah.
Almost every single one. You almost never had to go back to the beginning of a cave or a dungeon area.
May have been when you chose one of the design.
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the tag. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore.
You already did it once, and now you're doing it
for your
again.
help back there.
There you go.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Inquisitor.
Start in Priest de Leon because again, new area, lots of stuff to do. But I've just about completed all the others except for the dragons. Oh, and this whole area up here, which is yuck.
More dragon-y stuff.
one was the dragon I beat? Oh no, it wasn't this one, it was the other one. Exalted Plains. As giants. I think I've probably completed Exalted Plains. You can look at the journal. 10 Mornay's execution. More red lyrium deposits for him. Emerald graves. Oh, it's a bit to it, but it's past what the dragon is. It looks like Exalted Plains, all that's left is the finding places, and I don't like doing those. Missing waste, still gotta find the Tomb of Pharaoh. No major things there. So, other things there. Alright, so yeah. I got that upper part in Emerald Graves, and they're gonna open. Gotta go to Emprise de Lyon. But I'm yawning over here, so. We'll do a new war tables then. Potion upgrades.
What's with scalding? Oh, you were there. I have to know what it was like. The colors, the smells, the magic. I'm sorry, it's just so exciting. You went into the Fade. If you have time, Inquisitor, do tell.
You seemed excited that I fell into the Fade at Adamant.
Excited? Spring gets me excited. This is a wonder. It's probably hard to relate, but dwarves don't dream. So I can't even guess what it's like. I can't even understand what dreams are. But you were there. And came back. Can I take a sample?
A sample?
Oh, that sounded sinister. I meant, can I cut a little piece off of you and do things to it? That didn't sound better, did it?
You're weird.
You're after something. What is it?
I don't even know. There's this feeling, you know? You don't know. But I will. Your people cleaned you up after your fall. I wonder if anything is left. So much to think about.
Good operation. Off of the dragon.
Yes?
Let's speak later.
Another time. Inquisitor.
Something in my brain. Yeah. Xbox, snap Twitch. Stop broadcasting.